Hi guys. So today's video is going to be about why I don't give formal star ratings. There's kind of a number of reasons why I don't go on Goodreads and Amazon and stuff like that and give formal star rating. One of the reasons I don't do star ratings via some form of text content is because I know that the inflection in my voice and my wording and things like that aloud is going to reflect differently. It's going to convey something sometimes completely differently than it would if I just wrote something. Same with text messages, right? You send your friend a text and you say something, and if you're like, I'm here, and they'll be like, is something the matter? And you'll be like, no, I'm here at your house. Like, are you ready to go? It's like, you seem grumpy because you didn't leave a smiley face. I kind of think that same thing is true of leaving reviews on, we'll say Goodreads. If I'm leaving a review on Goodreads and I say 3.5 stars, 4 stars, whatever, and then I leave this in-depth review as to why I'm giving it that, and sometimes it can seem like the rating I'm giving the book doesn't match what I'm saying in the body of my review, and it's because it's so much easier to misinterpret what somebody's saying in that format than it is when you're listening to somebody speak. That's a minor reason why I don't really leave reviews. A more significant reason, and I'd say one that is more applicable in general, is that everybody is going to have a different grading scale and use that different grading scale to give a book a review or a rating. Some people purely rate books off of enjoyment, or the enjoyment is at least a factor in their review. So they might think a book is amazing as far as how it's written, but hate it because they didn't enjoy it, and they'll give it a 1 star. And I'm not saying people that think about the enjoyment level of a book that they suck, because that's a fair thing to think about. I've read Name of the Wind that I thought was it was a good book, but I didn't love it. And I will admit it. I will admit this book is great. It's great. It's got a lot of, factors about it that make it amazing. The writing's amazing. The prose is amazing. But I didn't enjoy it. I didn't connect to the character. And maybe that's a reflection on the author not being able to draw me in and make me enjoy it. Or maybe it's a personal thing. And then on the flip side, take a series that, not to bash this author whatsoever, but the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. If any of you have read it, you know it's basically a soap opera young adult fantasy. I mean, there's so much drama, it's so much nonsense. I think I was more entertained by that, but it by no means is better writing than Name of the Wind. But if I'm just thinking about enjoyment, or if I'm letting the enjoyment be a major factor in my grading scale, then, I mean, do I really put one above the other? Now switching to a point that I think I personally get annoyed at when I see, but at the same time it makes sense, and that would be when people, which I just did with Fallen Kingdoms and Name of the Wind, when people compare books in their book reviews. What bugs me about this is I'll do those funny 1-star review videos where I find negative reviews that I think are hilarious for popular books, and then I read them off to you guys. And when I do my research for those videos and I'm looking through all these negative reviews, I lose my mind over some of the ridiculous things that people say and some of the reasons they rate a book down. Something that really bugs me in particular is when they'll say, I liked this other book in the same genre better, so this one sucks. Okay, you're not rating that other book, you're rating this one. Do you have any other means besides thinking about that book to compare things off of? But at the same time, if every book needs to be held to whatever scale you've set up in your mind, you're gonna think about those other books. I mean, I don't know if you should mention them in your reviews, but you're gonna think about, like, if I'm thinking about a book I happen to think is great, let's say Way of Kings, and, I'm gonna compare other books I read to that one unintentionally, but I'm going to. Another reason why I don't do star ratings is because I've heard people say, anybody who gives this particular book a good rating, I'm no longer going to trust their judgment with any other book. I hate when people say that. I hate when people say that because you don't know what kind of a life somebody has lived. You don't know what gives them enjoyment. You don't know what gives them fulfillment. And you're on your high horse thinking, hey, if you liked that book, you don't know what you're talking about. Somebody just looks at the star rating and they're like, she likes this book, I'm not gonna listen to anything else she has to say. Then that's gonna drive me nuts. I don't want people to completely disregard what I have to say just because I liked one book that they didn't like. And lastly, and kind of honestly, one of the biggest reasons I don't give star ratings is I don't want to. I do this. I spend time not trying to like toot my own horn or something and be like, I worked so hard or anything like that. But I take the time to do this. I film videos, sometimes in-depth non-spoiler reviews, sometimes book chats. I talk about books in wrap-ups, and I do what I can to convey pros and cons, to let you guys know what a book is about, to give you an idea of maybe whether or not it's going to be up your alley. I do that through this. It feels redundant. It feels a little redundant to then go in and take the time to go on Amazon, and then Goodreads, and then BarnesandNoble.com, and then whatever other thing you can think of. All that being said, I have nothing against people who leave star ratings. I don't think that the system is so flawed that it should prevent people from doing it. I just would prefer to do it like this. So that's it for this video. Let me know your guys' opinions on this topic, if you even have any, or if you have really strong opinions, whether they're exactly the same as mine or totally opposite or somewhere in the middle. But anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you get notified when I post new videos, and check out some more of my videos right over here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.